The real reason Jamie Dornan and Amelia Warner divorced. The truth shocked audiences. Jamie Dornan's representative has just confirmed the shocking news. He and his wife, musician and actress Amelia Warner, have officially divorced after more than a decade of marriage. The statement was hastily written in black and white, just 3 lines long. We have decided to separate peacefully and still respect each other as parents to our children. There is no third party. Please respect the media's privacy. The media exploded. Fans were stunned, especially those who always considered this couple to be ideal models. Jamie had rejected a series of Hollywood beauties, while Amelia had retired from the spotlight for many years, choosing to be a mother, a wife, and a musician standing in the dark creating emotional soundtracks. But then, like every secret in Hollywood, there is always a truth that has never been revealed. Sounds in the dark. 3 months before the divorce, Amelia began to feel that something was wrong. It wasn't Jamie's gaze at her, as gentle as ever. It wasn't his schedule, still packed with projects from Netflix to Cannes. It was the strange sounds in his office in the middle of the night. Amelia had grown accustomed to Jamie typing on his computer as he wrote his script, the sound of Zoom calls, the music coming from his headphones. But lately, she had begun to hear whispers, very soft, but not belonging to any human being. One time, she walked into the room and asked directly, "Who are you talking to in the middle of the night?" Jamie looked up. His face looked like he had just had a nightmare. But he smiled, shrugged. "I say my lines, practice them myself. I have a new role." Amelia didn't ask any more. But that night, she began recording, and what she heard haunted her, the film project that never existed. 2 weeks later, Jamie told Amelia that he had accepted a secret role, a film, not yet released to the public. The filming would last 6 months in an undisclosed location in his native Ireland. Amelia, nervous as she was, nodded. She had always respected Jamie's creative space. But one thing puzzled her. There was no information about the film on IMDb, no confirmation from any major production companies. There was no sign of a deposit on Jamie's bank account, no work email, no signed contract. One night, she secretly opened Jamie's laptop. There was a password-protected folder. With some basic computer skills, she opened it. What was inside was not a movie script. Instead, it's a video diary, recorded by Jamie himself every night, in which he tells of a recurring dream. A woman in a black cloak, faceless, standing at the end of his bed and speaking in the voice of Amelia. A call from another world. Jamie isn't insane. But he's haunted by something. In the videos, he talks about a character named Isolde, a name that doesn't exist in any movie script. A powerful female entity, existing in the dream world, where Jamie gradually loses the line between reality and illusion. She told me that this life was a shell, that she could give me the power to become immortal on screen. But the price was Amelia. Since that night, Jamie has become quieter, more distant. He barely sleeps, barely eats. But when he appears in public, he is still the elegant, radiant Jamie Dornan, making anyone believe that he is a man for every woman. Only Amelia knows that Jamie is hiding another world behind those eyes. Awakening, Amelia decides to do something she has never done before: go see an exorcist. The old woman called Madame Sylve lives in seclusion in a small house on the outskirts of Venice Beach. When Amelia gives her the recording of the whispers at night, she only says one sentence. "Your husband is being pulled into a world that does not belong to humans. You must choose: save him, or save yourself and your children." Amelia does not believe in superstition, but the old woman's eyes send a chill down her spine. That night, she returns home, sits down next to Jamie, holds his hand and whispers, "I know everything. I'm still here." Jamie was silent for a long time. Then he cried. For the first time since they were married, the secret contract, Jamie recounts everything, without leaving out a single detail. During a filming in Iceland in 2021, he was separated from the crew one night by a snowstorm. There, he met a mysterious woman with white hair, waxy skin, and ashen eyes. She didn't say a word, just placed an ancient book in front of him. Each page was a movie script that never existed, but was so perfect it was hard to believe. Since Jamie read that book, roles have come to him like magic. Producers called his name constantly. The film was a success beyond expectations. But the price? Isolation. He no longer had feelings for Amelia. He no longer heard his child laugh. He only heard Isolde, the entity in his dream, calling him every night. Amelia looked straight into her husband's eyes. "So divorce is the only way to free you," Jamie nodded. But tears fell, because he knew, this truth was not for anyone to know. The unsent letter. The day Jamie signed the divorce papers, he left Amelia a letter. But he did not send it. She only found it a few weeks later. It read, "Amelia, if you are reading this, I am no longer the Jamie you once knew. I used to believe that love was eternal. But now I understand, there are things stronger than love, power, and darkness. If you can forgive me, then know that I will always love you. Forever, in this world, or the next." Amelia folded the letter and burned it in the fireplace. She had no need to keep what no longer existed. The truth that was never told. Since the divorce, Jamie has not appeared in any films. He has withdrawn from the public eye, virtually disappearing from social media. Amelia has returned to the studio, releasing her first solo album in 10 years. In a song called "Shadow Between Us," she whispers the final line in Old Irish, "We loved each other with two hearts, but we were separated by a soul that no longer belongs here." No one knows what it really means, except for a few observant viewers who have seen Jamie Dornan standing in the shadows backstage at concerts, but no one else has.